Wanted to talk to you today about the Dominican Republic. This is a really neat place. Got some of the prettiest beaches of any place you'll see in the world. This is a kind of a short video on Educated Traveler. It's really good. It's just showing you some of the beaches in the Dominican Republic. It's got some really good, it gives you some good ideas how pretty the beaches are in the DR. I've been actually going to the DR for years, probably around 25 years now. And some things that are kind of neat about this place that's kind of different than a lot of places in the world is you have a territorial tax system, number one, but the cost is actually, I don't know of any place in the Caribbean that's cheaper as far as prices go that are in the actual Caribbean itself. Now, you do have countries that are in Central America that are comparable to the Dominican Republic, but the thing I like about Dominican Republic is you've got really nice beaches, you've got a territorial tax system, it allows dual citizenship. You don't have that in a lot of Central American countries, like for instance, Panama, you don't have it. Panama is a lot more expensive too, to live in than the Dominican Republic. Some other things too that I like a lot about the Dominican Republic is you can set up a business outside the country to live there and it literally be tax-free. You can also set up a business there, and it does have a territorial tax system whereby you can be excluded from income made outside the country by setting up an investment visa. Now, they do have two different types of programs. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail because I've got other videos on this, but you can actually set up what's called an investor visa, which is a fast-track program, and you don't have to put that much in it. You only have to prove you got a pension around $1,500 US a month, or you may earn income around $2,000 US a month. There are other options too. Those are probably the cheapest ways you can do it. You can get the passport. They say you can apply for it after 2 years. You're not going to get it in that quick a time. They always tell you quicker than what you can do it. Also, folks, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, or how to get a second passport as quick as 45 days, do three things. Hit the subscribe button at the right of your screen and also the notification bell next to the subscribe button. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And number two is I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. Number three is go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and ask for some help. Okay, now I wanted just to show you some of the beaches that are in Dominican Republic. This is one unique thing that you'll find out. The beaches are just incredible, folks. They, and as far as the weather goes, I think, in fact, I remember one year International Living rated it as having the best weather of any place in the world. It's just really nice. One thing that you're going to have to get used to in the DR, though, is the corruption level is pretty bad. This is the thing that you're going to have to get used to, but there are actually some good things about corruption, believe it or not. When a country is very statutory to the rim, like Canada, the US, UK, they're also the same way there's a stickler on trying to collect your tax money. When you go to countries that are somewhat corrupt, they don't tax you on stupid things like frequent flyer miles and try to just nitbuck and tech you for everything. And there are some advantages to that. When the government just they're kind of lazy, unfair. They don't get in your business and crap. And there's a side of that they don't keep up with things like they should. It's corrupt. Okay. Now there's a good side of that. There's a bad side. Okay. So you can look at it whatever way you want. But it is a corrupt country. It's probably more corrupt than Panama. But there's more advantages to the DR, Dominican Republic, than Panama. DR, they allow dual citizenship. Okay. Panama does not allow dual citizenship. You're going to have to relinquish your other passports to get citizenship in Panama. Dominican Republic is cheaper to live in than Panama. You're going to have also a lot better other advantages as far as things like you're going to get the passport a lot quicker. You can apply for it after 2 years, but it's going to take you, no matter what these lawyers tell you there, it's going to take you about 4 years to 5 years to get the passport. Okay, but that's a lot better than Panama that says you can apply after 5 years. but it's going to take you 10 to 15 years to get the passport. Now, the passport's not all that great. You don't have a visa free to the Schengen countries like you do with Panama, but then you don't have to relinquish your passport too. You can get a St. Kitts passport real quick and then take your time getting this passport. That's the great thing about this. Now, if you're looking to to maybe get a second passport and you don't want to be in the country all the time, man, this is what you need to look for, because they don't really require any time requirement here. All you do is go in, you basically apply for the residency. They stamp your visa. You have to go in the country right after they stamp it, and you get a medical there. And then, basically, we'll go through all the steps, but you're going to have to, it's a simple process. You basically maybe take about a couple of trips there, and then, you can apply for the passport several years down the road. They are pretty lenient on the language requirement. It really depends on who's in office. I've seen cases where people have skipped the language requirement totally. I've seen cases where they've given you pretty much the questions. You use a translator. They probably have the most lenient language requirement to get through of any country I've seen. Like I said, it's a very, very, they don't seem to really step on your face all day long like a lot of these high tax countries do. There are advantages to having a country like that. It is a cultural shock when you get there. You go outside the main areas like Punta Cana, Cap Cana, Casa de Campo. You're going to find out that it's kind of like a lot of places there, almost like the border town of Mexico. And then you go in these resorts, man, and you feel like you've gone in White Plains, New York. I mean, they're beautiful. I mean, they're just incredible. The resorts they've got there. But when you get outside the resorts, you will have a little bit of a culture shock when you come outside those resorts. It is a different world. Like I said, you're not going to have everything perfect, folks. But if you want a place that is going to provide you dual citizenship, you can get the passport pretty quick. They don't tax worldwide income if you live there under the investment visa. You can, it's a pretty easy passport to get, probably one of the easiest that I've seen and probably the cheapest that I've seen. But you're not going to get an instant like you're going to get with the Caribbean option. And also, if you're going to be getting several passports, you don't want this to be your only passport, because your visa free is very, very limited on this. You do not have visa free to the Schengen countries. It's basically a lot of Central and South American countries. You do have some that are outside of that. There are about two countries, I think, that provides it. St. Kitts and Nevis don't. I think one of them is Japan. I think the other one is Qatar. I believe were the only two on there. But St. Kitts has got a lot more countries, about 3 times many more countries that you can go to visa-free on a St. Kitts passport versus here. Plus, St. Kitts, you can basically have a business locally and not pay any income tax. You won't have that in the DR. But the DR, you can have a tax-free business by living there. Just do your business outside the country, or you can have your company outside the country. There are all kinds of ways that you can operate that. But folks, it is incredibly cheap to live there. Man, I tell you, I don't know of any place that's right in the heart of the Caribbean that's cheaper than Dominican Republic. It's cheaper than Trinidad. And like I said, you can live there tax-free. You can't do that with Trinidad. Trinidad taxes you on your worldwide income if you live there in Trinidad. And I like the country of Dominican Republic. The beaches are nicer than they are in Trinidad, or any of the other places in the Caribbean for that matter. They got beautiful beaches, beautiful women. You have a high population of people there, which is nice that you don't have in Panama. Panama's got about 3 million people. You've got about 4 times that in Dominican Republic. You got the highest mountain range in the Caribbean, in the Dominican Republic. So it's got a lot of advantages there. So folks, if you want to learn more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. Hit the top bar that says apply with us, fill out the questions, hit that bottom bar that says send it to us. We'd be glad to get with you. We deal with over 100 citizenship by investment, residency by investment countries all over the world. And folks, don't forget, hit that subscribe button at the right of your screen. You get new videos automatically as they come out. And you're going to get all these different tax tips that we go over every day. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And folks, do take a visit to Dominican Republic. It's so close to the U.S. You can get there just in just a few hours. It's so close to the U.S. Anyway, folks, I look forward to talking to you in the next video. Take care.